Good morning, Andy, Creative Redundancy, and Matt. Good morning, Aaron. That was the beautician that had her store on the corner of 6th and Main Street. The CR, I'm on my first cup too. Now I'm on River Street, and you can see how they boarded up all the buildings because the city bought them all for the next phase of their revitalizing downtown. Well, that's part of the walk. So how's everybody doing this morning? Good morning, Dawn. That wasn't this morning. That was another morning, because I didn't download from the camera yet today. All right, Dawn, you go get your coffee ready. Hey, cuz. Everybody hurry up and get your morning beverage. You see what cup I'm using today. So today's topic. Morning, Erin. Getting all formal, saying, hello, Mr. Swanson. Andy's going to be driving to grab her a cup of coffee. She'll be ears on, though. Okay. Yeah, because you don't want to be typing while you're driving. Don't need you to get a ticket or a wreck. Now, today, we're going to do memories of past Thanksgiving. And in that, I want to also know not only your memories of your favorite Thanksgiving, but the foods that you are traditionally served for Thanksgiving that you served. Because I know everybody's got their own traditions. My very first Thanksgiving that I ever cooked was way back when I was I wasn't even 20 yet. I was only 18 years old. And I made my first turkey with, at the time, he was going to be my first husband, but he brought spiked eggnog. Well, I bought eggnog, and he spiked it with Seagram 7. And it was my first time cooking a turkey by myself. And even with him going out, leaving and coming back often to get something, that turkey turned out perfect. It was a perfect golden brown. And I really don't remember eating it. But I know he got me drunk, and it still came out good. Everyone does mashed potatoes conserved in red chili here, and it's so good. I look forward to that. Tamales and green bean casserole. Yum. That sounds good. Well, Matt, we don't grade your spelling. Okay, so your mashed potatoes are served with red chilies. So good. And tamales and green bean casserole. No, Matt, what you do is you don't blame it on your fingers. You blame it on autocorrect. Oh, covered in red chilies. Okay. Oh, so it's like a red chili gravy? That is cool. And then red chili gravy. I never had red chili gravy, but it sounds good. I tell you what, that way if potatoes it got cold, it'd still warm you up. I really should have ate before joining the stream. Oh, I'm talking out loud, LOL. Well, Sierra, I'll tell you a little trick. I usually eat just before the stream, so I have my breakfast just before the stream. But and cranberry sauce. I love cranberry sauce. Dawn says the coffee's brewing now. She had to go find the headset. Dawn, you wear more than one headset at a time? Interesting. So Dawn did a good thing. She got to walk to her neighbor's house. Oh, okay. Now, cranberry sauce. Do you guys like the whole berry cranberry sauce, homemade cranberry sauce, or the canned jellied cranberry sauce? I have to agree. And you guys would have laughed if you would have seen my belated husband on Thanksgiving. He would, with what I would make was mashed potatoes and giblet gravy, green beans or asparagus. We'd have jellied cranberry sauce. Sweet potato pudding, homemade. Then we'd have pies. Now, for Thanksgiving, I would make at least 11 pies. It would be apple pie, cherry pie, pecan pie, coconut cream pie, and I would make at least 11 pies. Half of them would go in the freezer and half would be served for Thanksgiving. So that way I didn't have to worry about baking for Christmas because I would have all the pies made already. And he says, so I have two most thankful. The first year I got divorced, my ex bought my truck as he was loading it. He overshot it on the car dolly. And as he was trying to make me waste my time with him, I looked and said I spent $75 on this meal. Sorry, I'm leaving and going to my new life. A day of true freedom. That is wonderful, Andy. Scratch is not the same. I am just making a turkey in one pie this year. Normal size, just two of us. Andy says the next one was the day my hubby said this turkey is better than my mom's. At 18, my future first husband had said that I surprised him on how good a cook I was at just being 18 years old. Yeah, usually I don't celebrate it, but about the Monday after Thanksgiving, I think it is, my daughter and my grandson and I are getting together for a Thanksgiving meal. Shoot, we have doctor's appointments every day of the week of Thanksgiving. Don't even know one week can cook, LOL. Well, I've already got my turkey in the freezer. I bought that on sale and it was pretty cheap. You know, Andy, since I have a freeze dryer, I buy a whole turkey. What I don't eat and slice off for sandwiches gets deboned and put into the freeze dryer. So to me, buying a whole one is what's better because then I can have anytime I want turkey, all I gotta do is get a pouch out. Matt says we always do very small, just us, maybe one other. Last Thanksgiving, I built my chicken aviary thing and ate so much. You know what I call Thanksgiving? It's Revenge of the Turkey Day. You start out stuffing the turkey, and it ends up stuffing you. Hey, Desiree. Casey says his favorite Thanksgiving food is the stuffing. I don't do stuffing anymore. I don't like it, and I used to do it for the family all the time. Well, Andy, you need to have a talk with your dad. You got a purple and blue egg yesterday. Okay, so you got a blue egg and you got one that's covered in extra oh man, I can't think of the name right now I want to use. In other words, she put some extra protection on her egg. Bloom, that's what it was. She put extra bloom on her egg. Until I couldn't walk, we always cooked early in the week, saved it for leftovers, all of it. We took the dogs and went down south exploring every year. Got back late at night and ate leftovers. That's cool. Yeah, but Desiree, I'm sorry you've been depressed. It's been hard for me too because I've missed my animals so much. But having a live stream perks me up. And coming here could give you at least an hour or so time away from what's depressing you. Don't wait until Christmas. Do it for Christmas. When you get purple eggs, feel if they're rough. Because if they're rough, it's because they're having a problem with calcium, and that's why they have so much bloom on it. Hey, tell Lane I said blessed natal day, and you guys have fun. It's not a celadon. It's got like purple blue spots underneath the brown spots. Interesting. Don't run too fast. Hello, Willie. Nice to see you this morning. Boy, my sinus is giving me heck today. That's why I say Aaron thinks it's got to be blood spots. But check the egg and see if it is smooth or if it's got bumps, real fine bumps like sandpaper on it. The replacement part for my quail cage is coming in today. I'm so excited. They kept forgetting about my order. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you're getting the replacement part. After you get that replacement part, you need to order some more eggs, some eggs, and try incubating them. Well, if it's smooth and shiny and it's just a funny egg, you got to take a picture of it and post it on Facebook so we can see it. Tag me in it. Yeah, Matt came up with a good question. Who is having quail for Thanksgiving? Now, I heard somebody before, some people are having it for Christmas dinner. I've heard. But having quail for Thanksgiving, yeah, Desiree. Matt is on Facebook. You could always friend him as he's under Grafted Branch Homestead on Facebook. Dawn's having quail for Christmas. Good morning, Buster. Glad you could join us, even if you're just listening. I understand. I had more eggs in incubator for a week now and power breaker tripped for a day. Did you have any hand warmers to throw under there in the incubator? Well, that would be hard for them to do. What kind? If you got a Winola Ranch cage, they shouldn't be able to do that. We might have a few quail with turkey, but one a duck, but already eaten Howard last week. Oh boy. I'll hop on the group and see. Okay. I know YouTube has been doing some strange stuff lately. Really strange stuff. What didn't you know? Oh, eggs were cold to the touch. That means you lost them. Now that's an idea. You can stuff a turkey with the duck and stuff the duck with the quail. So turduck gal. Turduck gal. Well, that's wonderful. You're really on a roll. My incubator had so many problems during this incubation. I'll be curious to see if any hatched. When do you go in lockdown, Matt? You know, I had that happen to me once before where I had a lot of problems with my incubation. And then I ended up with a 75% hatch rate. Welcome back, cuz. Oh, they went locked down last night. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Well, you know, you with pigs, the best thing in the woods is to use a hot wire fence. Train your pigs to the hot wire. And the goats too, yeah. The egg turner broke, lost power and humidity, and can't get high enough. It's a celadon, we'll see. Well, I wish KC lots of luck with that hatch, because I know the celadons are his. Good morning, Katrina. She's listening in for a little bit this morning while getting stuff done. I hope everyone is doing well. Katrina, what is your favorite Thanksgiving meal? And your fondest memory? There you go. Willie's right, Matt. Use your homemade incubator. Everybody give me a moment here. There we go. Yeah, I would do your homemade incubator, Matt. And Willie, I want to ask you something. Do you spell your name with an IE or with a Y? Oh, Katrina, she's by herself, so she likes a turkey, drumstick, mashed potatoes and gravy, and crescent rolls. No desserts? Okay, so you spell your name with IE. See, I told about my first Thanksgiving out on my own earlier. Fudge nut pirate and pumpkin pie with whipped cream. Are they together? I've never heard of fudge nut pirate and pumpkin pie with whipped cream. That's cool. So it should be Willee. Oh, okay. But I've never heard of. Okay, now my mind's making sense. You're saying fudge nut. In other words, fudge with nuts in it, but as a pie. But I could see putting a fudge bottom on top, below the pumpkin pie and letting them cook together. Is what I was picturing. Okay, Desiree, I'll look at it in a minute. No, 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 no. That's why everybody takes Weight Watchers January 1st. Oh, and here's Steve's. Pumpkin or sweet potato pie? Why can't you have both? Turkey, homemade cranberry, sweet potato casserole, fruit salad, deviled eggs, and cream corn. Oh, can I come to your house for Thanksgiving? Cool, Katrina. Katrina, go ahead and drop your Facebook list and your YouTube links for those that don't have it here. I know what you mean. Your birthday is soon. When's your birthday, Desiree? Yeah, I can understand. And what's so good, remember, you guys, save all the bones from that turkey. Brown them in the oven, throw them in the freezer. So you can make the best darn bone stock. As my bro, it's easy to make carrot, onions, and celery. Food Lion deli roasted chicken chopped up, and half a bag of egg noodle water, and a box of chicken stock. You know, life is built around food. Well, Matt, what you do is you make bone stock first, and then you take that and make it into bone meal for your garden. You have to get as many meals as you can from that turkey. Well, with just the two of you, you really don't need an excuse, Don. Well, that's 2 months away, a month and a half away. Oh, yes. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. My kids fight on who is cooking, and we end up with way too much. Like 3 types of potatoes, 3 types of stuffing and dressing, 2 types of cranberries, 2 types of greens, 2 different types of sweet. Just 2 different types. I mean, when you got pumpkin, apple, cherry, pecan. I used to make everybody's favorite. Burn off the bones on top of a wood stove 3 times and grind up little house. Off-grid makes his own bone meal. Yep. 2 types of sweet potatoes, 2 types of green beans. Everyone gets their favorite as a dish. Cool. Yep, it's a revenge of the turkey day. You start off stuffing the turkey and it ends up stuffing you. Yeah, that old coating that's flaking off is toxic. Good morning, Nancy. Now you guys ought to click on that group. Oh, turkey omelet is good. And I tell you one thing, turkey and dressing omelet is good. That's the only way I'll eat dressing is if you fry it up after as a leftover and cook it with eggs. But then it's got to be a homemade dressing, not none of that stovetop stuff. Nancy, did you know today's Rita's birthday? Oh, no, 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 no. Teflon's supposed to be outlawed now. Cause I used to do both. I like the cornbread stuffing the best. But I would make either one. And yeah, I wouldn't eat it fresh from the turkey on Thanksgiving Day, but the next morning I might fry up some and add eggs to it. And I agree, CR, cast iron skillets are the way to go. Oh, and Katrina gave the link for her fudge nut pie. Good morning, Nikki. Well, it not only holds heat better, but when you take it off the flame, it slowly cools. It doesn't, yeah. And making cornbread in an iron skillet is great. Yes, you have a cast iron video next month scheduled, CR? You know, I even used to have a cauldron, cast iron cauldron years ago. If it has feet on it, you can use it in fire. If it's round bottom, you're it's good for the stovetop. Okay, Matt, feed those animals and give them your hellos and gather those eggs. If you're listening on your phone, CR, why don't you take it into the kitchen and get yourself something to eat? Desiree says the only pan she uses cast iron, ceramic coated, ceramic, glass, copper coated, and non-coated metal. Well, the only things I use is stainless steel, ceramic coated, but my favorite is my iron skillets. Then what's stopping you from getting something to eat, CR, if you're already in the kitchen? You can listen while you pick something to eat. Cast iron, Katrina says cast iron pans are great. I reseasoned several I got from someone who didn't know their history, but it was before I had a YouTube channel, so no video for that. You're right, CR. Coffee before food. I have to have at least a half a cup of coffee before I can eat breakfast. Well, now's the time to get you some turkeys. Oh, don't remind me. I got to do that after the live, after I take Lucy for a walk at the end of the live stream. Well, Dawn, you can always have Andy bring it to me. Yeah, that's true. Desiree hasn't eaten yet, so she'll probably make a bagel. Just a bagel. Steve has one what? A turkey? Yeah, and you know what? You can make your own lunch meat that way. Ah, I see. Smoked turkey with Eastern North Carolina barbecue sauce is awesome. I think just smoked turkey is awesome. And what do you smoke it with? Cherry, apple, hickory? I get that, CR. Okay, mesquite. You use mesquite, okay. 'Cause one of her mother-in-laws always came and had her butcher smoke me a turkey. 12 days till Thanksgiving, you guys. Got like 8 people other than me in here right now. I would prefer to go back to my grandma's or aunt's, though, because I'm kind of sick of the emotional abuse here. Well, why don't you, Desiree? 13 days before Willie decorates for Christmas. And Desiree got her package. Now, what's everybody's favorite pie for Thanksgiving? I promised my daughter I'd make her a chocolate pecan pie. What is so funny is I started making chocolate pecan pies in the 90s. I went Whole Foods. It's the store that's with Amazon, and they were selling slices of chocolate pecan pie. Creative Redundancy says all pies. Nikki and Matt says pumpkin. C says sweet potato or pumpkin. Dawn's is apple. Now, see, I make sweet potato pudding. Some people call it sweet potato casserole, but I call it sweet potato pudding with nuts in it and marshmallows on top. My belated husband's favorite was cherry. Yeah, you guys call it casserole, but I call it sweet potato pudding. You know, Andy, when I make pumpkin pie from scratch, I make my own pumpkin pie spice back then, and I did not put nutmeg in it. It's as dry as a pumpkin pie, Steve. And it had so much goodness in it that if there was any left the next day, my daughters would have it for breakfast. Yeah, ginger snaps are good. But I used to make gingerbread houses. Okay, CR. So you're going to be leaving in 8 minutes. Yeah, I call it, you have to put pecans in it. But at least decorate the top with pecans and then put the marshmallows on top of that. You guys call it casserole, but I call it pudding. And I've been making it since I was 18, so. Oh, mine has, what all did I put in mine? I put fresh cooked sweet potatoes after they've been peeled, evaporated milk, eggs, cinnamon, ginger, and clove. Yeah, I can't say that, Willie. And pecans. And then last 10 minutes of bacon is when you put the marshmallows on top. I know, but I can't say it because it sounds the same either way. When my ex had his teeth pulled, I made him a mock pecan pie, then ground out pecans in the crust, and oh my, it was delicious. Yeah, it's a sheet. Thank you, Willie. Willie's reminding everybody to hit that like. And you can share me out on YouTube, I mean on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want to share me out, that's fine too. Well, call them. Where did you buy from? Thank you, Willie. Now I want to know who makes cranberry relish from scratch. And I have made my own cranberry sauce too one year. You've made cranberry relish? Did you make it hot or sweet? Because, yeah, putting the nuts in the crust. Yeah. Cranberry, sugar, oranges, and apples. If you want to add a little warmth to it, add some chili peppers. Well done. Different strokes for different folks. Well, I know. Once you got it. Never mind. Not gonna go there. Not gonna be a preacher today. Everything, your taste changed every 7 years. Thank you, Matt. Oh, you use your grandmother's recipe. That's always good to use a traditional recipe. I think I'm going to ask in Self Sufficient Kitchen, which used to be the Quail in the Kitchen. Um, I want to ask everybody for their favorite Thanksgiving recipe. Well, Desiree, that's because they're a small family owned business and they get a lot of orders. You too, CR. Have a blessed day. See, if you order from Dale's Quails, they send you the kit and you put it together yourself. Exactly. They're not mass produced and they don't have a warehouse full of stuff. That's exactly the reason why it takes so long. They're a small family. Exactly. Your quail do not get bumble feet or nothing else because they do so good. And that's another thing. Even Dale's quails will be delayed because they're made to order. And I'm going to let you guys watch a little bit of a video while I take care of a call. Let me see the latest one that I've done. No, not that one. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you watch this while I take care of what I've got to take care of real quick. This is last walk of the night. Oh, this is around 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, possibly. Possibly, because no anime, that won't affect their laying. But from the feeder won't affect their laying. It's swapping cages me. Can't garden in this spot because I use that for partying. Have a blessed day, Matt. Hopefully see you tonight. Well, see, they do shindigs here, so I can't garden here. Cool. We'll see you tonight. Now, what I'm looking at trying to see is okay. That wasn't the one. That's good. I'm sure it's a bar. But Matt's going to have a giveaway tonight because he's looking for a new Grafted Branch mug. Yeah, Anime. Um, each quail will have its own personality. Believe me. I've had over 100 at a time, and each one of them had a different personality. They're just like kids. I'm sorry, Nikki, but at least she had one, so that should be go up to be a big one because they have all that milk. How old is she, Nikki? Yeah, it could have been the boy may not have got her good enough. And Nikki, was that the first breeding of the season? Oh, I'm sorry, cuz I miss my rabbits. I miss talking to Mooney and Bucky. Bucky was a gentleman and Mooney was a good mommy. And she was a sweetheart. And to be honest, I still miss Big Mama, who was a cooey. That could have been it right there, Nikki. Because I figured it was something with the male. You can't try to raise rabbits for food and then also try to keep them inside for pets, and they have to feed them every day and deal with the pee. You may just have to get a new buck, Nikki. You have to see what you have to do is they have to understand that the only pets are the breeders, and you have to keep them outside. That you can take one of the babies in to visit with you every day. Just give them a chance, but you can't get connected to them and then, yeah. Some people are silly. They can't distinguish between farm animals, which are food, in pets. Okay. What is your fondest Thanksgiving memory? Yeah. Tell them they don't live in an apartment. But if they wanted to keep them in the house, the breeders in their house, then they would have to have a cage with pea guards up and trays in a deep tray. Yeah. Tell them go ahead and fool around and find out. Exactly, Nikki. Walk in panels and try to run out power and get a rain catchment for water. Plus, I have a creek to pump out of. Yeah. Wanting to build a tiny house near the concrete slab foundation you found in the woods. Yeah, that would be a nice place to build a tiny house because I seen that one. There's lots of ways to do it, Willie. Lots of ways to do it. But what is your fondest or funniest Thanksgiving memory? And Willie, you can grow trees for lumber too, because there are some fast growing trees you can use that are good. When my daughter wanted to was getting married, she got married about the same time I did on my belated husband. But anyhow, I warned her future husband that she can cook a Thanksgiving dinner, but everyday cooking she didn't know how to do. That's a good one. Grandma cheating playing Uno and spotted me with her fly spotter when I called her out. And she says, well, there was one year that my mom made a big dish of cream corn to feed 15 people. And my mom dropped it in the middle of the kitchen floor. Oh my goddess. The year before, it was the turkey that hit the floor. Oh. Well, the year before the dog ate good, but I don't know if he ate good with the cream corn. Mine would probably be when my boyfriend came down to visit. Yeah, that's your fondest memory. Lucy will not eat vegetables unless they've been cooked with meat. Yep, all you gotta do is wash it off, Steve. Just rinse it off. John says, my mom was getting an egg out of the fridge when brother ran through and hit the door. Egg on floor, mom yelling, and her mom came and smeared the egg all over the floor because she was yelling. Oh, I can just see that mess. It was the year we adopted a poor family from South Carolina, and they introduced us to Southern foods. Yeah, but you're already in the South, cuz. You know, all I would have had to do was call Lucy. If an egg gets knocked out of my head and lands on the floor, I just call for Lucy. She'd come clean it up. Oh, you were in Delaware at the time. Now we know why you went to the South. Oh, boy. I can remember Thanksgiving in Arkansas when we went to a friend's house for the holiday. It was interesting. You know, I don't have much of memories like that. I can remember eating at grandma's house, but I don't remember what holidays they were, except for Mother's Days. Um, and having me and one of my having to take one of my cousins down with me while we went and got Grandpa out of the bar. Because that was back when they had neighborhood bars. Yeah. There's only two guarantees in life. Things always change and death. Some people say taxes and death. But they even tax your death. Okay. My grandparents said, I remember my uncle saying, it's nice knowing you, about which sums it up. The glue is gone. Oh, I've had so many from my family, to 3 sets of in-laws, to bars, etc. Hard to remember them all. I care always more, move forward, forget the past. That is how I am doing what I'm doing now. Yep. But you cherish the good memories. Always cherish the good memories. Nikki says, my memories of Thanksgiving as a kid when Grandma was still with us are my favorite. Grandma loved the holidays and always made them fun and special. She passed when I was 11, so many moons ago. Yeah, that's the hard part. More fond memories would be when I was very little and we went to my aunt's house, lake house for holidays. Yeah. I'll talk to you more about my blood family. Okay. Don says I raised what was good because they ended up bad in the end. So why remember? I make new memories. Well, I like the memories with my kids and my granddaughter. Shoot, my granddaughter will be 27 next month. Wow. She would eat, she would try anything that I gave her. No, she said, I talk to you more than she talks to her family. I agree, Willie. Willie's oldest son is 25 and his youngest is 13. My oldest daughter, I only have two daughters. The oldest is 47 and the youngest is 37. And my granddaughter will be 27 next month. Well, because I could say something, but I'm trying to keep it family friendly. And I'm not young. I'm 67 years old. I mean 66 years old. And another year already. And Willie is a he. Sadly, after my mom gave me up when I was little, I haven't liked holidays for years because my stepsisters always got special treatment. Even my birthday is depressing because they never celebrated it. Desiree, I had somewhat of the same problem, except for it wasn't because of steps, it was because I happened to be born the wrong sex. But that's okay. Life goes on. I can't talk about that memory because that's a Christmas memory. And I do think it was a Thanksgiving when my dad had the homemade wine where we had stomped the grapes with them. Well, I can only tell you the grandchildren that I know because I don't know how many children my youngest daughter has because I haven't had contact with her for 16 years. I mean, 14 years, rather. So I may have other grandchildren that are younger. All right, Lucy, come on up. I know you're in the wrong area. Get over here. Come over here. Come on. You're going to hit the back. You got to get from underneath the desk. Now turn around. Wait a minute. Okay, now you can get up. You're trying to get up everywhere else. My oldest best not have any kids. I don't know about, but he is a ladies' man. He may not even know about him. Okay, cuz. Katrina says, I had to get going. Have a great weekend. And she said, hi, Lucy. Well, you have a blessed weekend, Katrina. If nothing else, I'll see you Monday night. If you don't make it to Matt's live stream tonight. Now, you want to go to Matt's live stream tonight because he's going to talk about the grand reopening of his store. And that's why he's doing the giveaway. There's a link to his store. And here's a link to his channel. Well, that's about, let's see, about 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Or is it 9:30? I have to double check. Well, it says he still uses the Quail notebook he got from Matt before. And the little buck knife. That's cute. Well, Lucy, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Excuse me, Lucy. Let me up a minute. Because Mommy's going to get something. Let's see. 11:33. You know, well, he's going to be doing on his store. He's going to talk about all the new things. That's why I didn't show his store today. It's because I won't do that until after he has the live stream. Because he redone the store and everything. And he's going to have lots of things. It will be great Christmas presents for people to use. But in about 15 minutes, we're going to call it a day. And we still have 8 people here. So we got people watching that haven't commented. Now I'm going to ask another question. What is the worst dish you guys have ever had at Thanksgiving that somebody brought? Liquors are fine, Willie. They maybe even be members. If they're not, if they like what we do, then they can click the likes and subscribe so they don't miss anything. Because I'm figuring out, welcome back, cuz. I'm figuring out I can use my body camera to do some other videos so you guys see some of the other things I'm doing. And that blanket that I was doing last week, oh, your worst dish was some rice and cheese and broccoli casseroles that tasted sour. Ugh. Desiree don't like baked beans. My worst one is I don't know who cooked it because I was young. And that was lumpy mashed potatoes with lumpy gravy. Dawn says the worst dish was from her daughter's mother-in-law, pure gross green bean casserole, dog hair full and homemade nasty recipe. It was gross. Once I seen a dog hair in it, I would be barfing. Well, cuz you could have all those lumpy mashed potatoes. Mostly when they're lumpy because the potatoes weren't cooked all the way. I think my Aunt Gail made it. And he says, my old cat is crabby today. He's walking around growling at the kitten and the dogs. Fair warning, they better get out of his way. Dawn says that the mother-in-law's onions were even worse than the dog hair. Yup. Hey, USA Today. As a chef, I see some nasty dishes. LOL. Wasabi they. Wasabi USA. I don't like potato salad because I don't like cold potatoes. Unless they're potato chips. Steve says potato salad with undercooked potatoes and whatever was in it. Yeah, Desiree said her stepmom made hash browns yesterday and they weren't cooked all the way. Or eating one time at my aunt's house. I think it was Thanksgiving, but it doesn't matter whether it's turkey or chicken. And you find out that the bone is red because it was half raw. Ugh. Now Willie's acting like creative redundancy. He's getting hungry with all the food talk. In my case, it's anything that my mom's sisters made. Well, see, I don't mind burned bacon. I can't stand anything raw. Don't like hash brown casserole. And it's the one thing my sister-in-law makes every year. What's in hash brown casserole? We'll get them together, cuz, and maybe maybe it'll be done perfectly. What's in hash brown casserole? because I keep thinking something like scalloped potatoes with ham in it, ham and peas. Scalloped potatoes I like, long as they're not au gratin. I don't like cheese in my potatoes. Eggs, cheese, and shredded taters. I wouldn't like it. When I say burnt, I mean completely burnt and tastes like charcoal. Well, at least it would help your stomach. Now, I like my food well done. I don't like it really burned. I don't like it burned. I just like it done. You know what? I think I'll make some scalloped potatoes tonight. That sounds like a good idea. What? Yeah, and since you don't have any turkeys, that's store-bought turkey burgers. Yeah, I like it crispy. It doesn't have to be black. There's a nice golden brown where even the fat's a golden brown. That's how I like it. Hello, Nita. Long time no see. We're talking about Thanksgiving meals, and right now we're on the topic about the worst dish that you ever seen at a Thanksgiving meal. Scalloped potatoes, for some reason, I've never been able to eat. I know I rarely eat beef, and it's a good thing because the prices are so cotton picking high. Nita, I'm crazy as ever, dear. Let's- yeah, you need to talk to PJ Willie about the emus, emu, or many African cattle that she raises. I think they're ebus or ebus. I think they are. Zebu. It's a zebu. That's what it's called. Let me show you. Let me show you guys what she does. And they don't take as much room to grow as a traditional cow. Miniature zebus is a modern African breed, Zebuan miniature cattle. It's a rare breed that is critically endangered, a breed associated Association was established in 91. The maximum height is 42 inches. And females weigh about 136 pounds. Wait a minute, 136 kilograms. I don't know what that is in pounds. Let's see. They said 136. Means 299 pounds to 272 kilograms. Or to 600 pounds. They range anywhere between 2 to 600 pounds. And they can actually produce 1 gallon of milk a day. Something like that. So they don't need as much room as a cow does. They are pretty, and like I said, they do produce milk, about 1 gallon of milk a day from each cow. Good morning, Howie. Coming in at the end. That's good. What do you guys have Thanksgiving in Canada? And if so, what is your favorite Thanksgiving meal? Highland is small, but better grazers. Oh, it's been a long night for you? Yeah, when she moves, she'll be taking him with her. Oh, you only celebrate Earth Day? Yeah, I figured they'd be a month earlier because their harvest is earlier than ours. They don't have as long of a growing season. But then again, Howie's in Vancouver Island, which is like being in California. I think he's on like an 8 grow zone, 8 or 9. Oh, when's your hunting season, Willie? Second Monday, and ours is the third Thursday in November. Yeah, every homestead should have a deep freezer and a freeze dryer, I think. Oh, then it's time to get that deer. Steve says that if you own your own property, it's always hunting season down here. Who would know? So true, so true. Because then if a natural resource ranger comes around, he's trespassing. Let's see, the weather in Bellflower is conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 47. The wind's blowing from the southeast is 13 miles per hour. Current humidity is 89. Oh, you gave everything away? I would have sold it. I should have sold everything I had, and I just left it. Weather in Southern Springs conditions are sunny with a temperature of 61. The wind's blowing from the north at 8 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 53. My friend has a corn feeder 50 feet from his bedroom window. Then, when the game camera activates, he opens the window and does the deed. That's cool. In Franklin, conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 51. The wind is blowing from the east at 4 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 70%. Yeah, the wind is cold. I agree, Howie. I agree. See, with me, I don't think of Thanksgiving as being what traditional people say. I think of Thanksgiving as being thankful for the great harvest season you had. And you're right, they did. American when they came. The colonists performed genocide, in my opinion. Hello, Uncle Al. Good to see you today. Okay, give me a second here, you guys. I appreciate that, Uncle Al. My belated husband liked any holiday that the focus was food. Because, like I started to tell you before, is you get a regular dinner plate about that big around, and you would have to tent his up, just pile his all together, and he would eat three plates. So when there was just three of us, I had to cook like there were 6 to 10 people. Yeah, and that's why he gave up his larynx so he could talk. He said he's got himself a big round serving platter. My serving platter was oval, and it was big enough for a turkey to sit on. And Howie says, "See ya, fellow Earthlings, aliens from far off worlds, creatures big and small. Blessings to all, everyone on Mother's Earth." You have a blessed day, Howie and Uncle Al. So I want to finish lifting some of these Yee Boys trucks while they're sleeping, LOL. I'm anti Carolina squared trucks. I understand what you mean, Uncle Al. Well, y'all, it is also time for me to say to have a blessed day. Lucy's patiently waiting for me to take her out. Later, Al. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will talk to you tonight if you go to Grattan Ranch Homesteads live.